everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another video. It has been a while. I know, it has been a hot minute since I have been on my channel or been consistent on my channel, basically all of this year pretty much. But in particular the last couple of months, I don't think I've put a video up in like 2 months, which is wild. It is now December and I decided not to do Vlogmas this year. I was going to, and then I ended up getting sick at the end of November. I was gonna do 12 days of Christmas instead of Vlogmas. We have a plane going by. Got sick, had zero energy, was down in the dumps, so decided not to. And then I thought, oh, maybe I'll pick up my camera and start it from day 12, and we'll do 12 days of Christmas that way and upload every day until the 24th. And then I was like, no, that's too much, that's gonna stress me out. And life admin, things got in the way. I had kids stuff to do with the kids, and yeah, all sorts of things. December is just a busy month, so we are not doing Vlogmas this year. But anyway, where have I been? I have been in my reading era. Honestly, my entire spare time of my life has been taken up by reading. Anytime that I'm not doing something, I am reading. E.g. at night, every single night is my reading time. After the kids go down to bed, I get myself all cozy, make sure my house is tidy, and I sit down and I read, and I love it. I love it. I have escaped into all these different universes and I'm just obsessed. So I'm currently in my reading era, hence this video. It is a what I've currently been reading. I'd say I've been reading for the last maybe 4 months, so I thought I'd show you guys all the books. I am still a mum, I still have responsibilities outside of this, so I don't read a lot of books. Like, I watch some booktubers and they read so many books in a month, but yeah, this for me is a lot. I have a little stackaroonie here. We've got some standalones and then also series, so I wanted to show you guys my new adventures. So I'll talk about the series first and then we'll get into the standalones. So the first series I read, these were not the first books I read to get me back into reading, but these are the first series that really got me into, like, holy crap, I love reading. Was this series here, the Empyrean series, Fourth Wing and Iron Flame, from Rebecca Yarros. I'm sure you guys have all heard about this book. This book is incredible. These two books were my introduction to fantasy, romantasy, if you will, as an adult. I used to read fantasy when I was younger, like Harry Potter, Twilight, what others? Series of Unfortunate Events. I used to love Series of Unfortunate Events, but these were the first ones I read as an adult. But let me tell you, this is now my new genre of choice. I love romantasy. It is just so fun. There's lots going on. But yeah, anyway, the first one I picked up was Fourth Wing and absolutely fell in love. I gave this a 5-star. But yeah, this was everything I could like want in a book and more. It was incredible. It's about a girl named Violet, and she is sent into the Riders Quadrant of like a war college. In the Riders Quadrant, basically they're fighting for their life to become a dragon rider. There are dragons in this book. When I first heard this book had dragons in it, I was like, I don't really think I'm going to enjoy that. I don't think I'm going to like dragons. I was very wrong. I love the dragons in this. But yeah, there's dragons, there's action. It's kind of like an action film to me, this one. There's dragons, there's romance, there's the main male character in this book is... I can't. He's perfect. He is so perfect. Yeah, I'm obsessed. I loved it. If you haven't read like any fantasy and you're wanting to get into it, I think this is a good intro. Either one of the ones that I'm going to show you, but this one is definitely a bit more action than the other one I'm going to show you. So yeah, but I absolutely loved this, and then pretty much straight away picked up Iron Flame, and there is a lot in this book. This one, I feel like people say this one's a little bit slower. I didn't feel like it was. There's 2 parts to this book, and the first part goes really fast. I feel like there's a lot going on, and you're getting fed a lot of information. Found that the same with this one as well. Like, you just keep finding out more. That's what I love about like fantasy, that I'm noticing that I love about fantasy, is like, you'll read things and you won't think about it, and then you'll go, like, you'll read on to like the second book or the third book or whatever, and it starts all clicking together and you're like, oh my god, like, it's mind-blowing. I was hooked with this book from the start. Like, it had me intrigued at first, and then I got to this and like I could not stop. It was just incredible. I gave them both 5 stars. I would actually give Fourth Wing like a 6-star. I thought this was incredible. But yeah, I'm obsessed. The dragons are incredible, the friend group is incredible, and the cliffhanger this was left on though, I cannot wait till January. The third book comes out, Onyx Storm, in January, and I'm so excited. But I did also listen to the graphic audiobook of these as well and loved the graphic audio. It's like a movie in your head, and you can do all your other little things that you need to do throughout the day whilst listening to it. I loved it. So once I finished these I couldn't get enough. I was hooked, and I was looking at all the fan art, all the little book talk things on this book, and then I was like, you know what, since I can't get over it, I'm just gonna listen to the graphic audios. So then I listened to Fourth Wing and Iron Flame in the graphic audios and loved it just as much as well. So yeah, I'm obsessed with this series. This is my first intro. I will never forget it. I do want to do a reread before Onyx Storm comes out. I think Onyx Storm comes out on either the 21st or the 24th. Pretty sure it's the 21st of January. So I would like to do a reread, but I don't think I will sit and read these. I think I will do like part audiobook, part reading, because it does take quite a long time to get through these, and it's so fresh in my mind. Like I read it last month, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, I will do a reread before it comes out just to freshen up my mind. But yeah, loved these. Just read it, just read it. And then the next series I have is the infamous ACOTAR series, and I have not finished this yet. I'm still reading the third book, and I'm getting really sad because I know it's going to be finished soon. I've got 2 more books to go. I've almost finished the third one. I feel like I can finish the third one maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow, but we'll see. Anyway, these are the 2 that I have read from the series, and I am also hooked. Because I haven't finished it, I don't know if I like it more than Fourth Wing. The vibes are very different. This to me is like a fairy version of fairy. It's like a fairy outer world version of Friends almost. Well, the second book is anyway. That's what the vibes it gives me. Whereas like Fourth Wing gives me action film. This is like, yeah, like people say this is your chick flick. Fourth Wing is an action film. So yeah, they're very different to me. So I love them both. But I can't really say which I like better. I don't know. It's very close. Anyway, the first one I read was obviously A Court of Thorns and Roses, and this was a little bit slow. I'm not gonna lie. At the start of this, I read the first chapter probably about 5 times, and I was struggling a little bit, so I decided to listen to the graphic audio of this too until I got more hooked on it and was just intrigued, and then I started reading it. But yeah, very, very slow. I would say it's slow probably till about halfway, and then it starts getting a little bit more interesting, and then when you get to that second, like that last third of the book, it's got you hooked. You're in and you're good to go then, which is wild. But there's a lot of world building in the start of this book, but the vibes are immaculate. The vibes are amazing. So yeah, loved this. If you've been thinking about reading ACOTAR but have been worried about this book, it's okay. It's fine. You just got to get through this book. And then we have this one. This is A Court of Mist and Fury, and this book is perfection. I know I said these were perfection, but look, if I'm to pick one book out of all of them, it's this one. This is my favorite book I think that I have ever read. It is like the blueprint for me for all romance fantasy novels that I will now read. It is just, I can't decide between Xaden and Reese, to be honest, but yeah, he's also perfection. Just the way he treats his love is like beautiful. But yeah, loved this. This one had me hooked the whole way through. The start was a tiny bit slow because I just wanted them to get on with it. But yeah, after that, after a couple of chapters, I was like, wow, I'm obsessed. And then I got to the end and I was like crying. I got to chapter 54. Actually, if you've read it, you'll know what I'm talking about. But chapter 54 is the chapter. They could have ended the book there and it still would have been perfect, honestly. Ended the whole series there and it would have been perfect. But yeah, I loved chapter 54. It made me cry, it made me feel all the emotions. Then I got to the end and I was about to throw the book across the room, honestly. But yeah, it's okay. It all works out. It's fine. I'm in Fairy Wonderland at the moment. Obviously I'm still reading this series. I'll inform you guys when I finish more books. But yeah, I'm obsessed. I was like, I'm not gonna read ACOTAR, it's so hype. I read it and I loved it and I understand the hype. Alright, and then my last 2 books I have are some standalones. So the first one we have is Archer's Voice. This was really, really cute. I read this before I started my like fantasy series, and this was super cute. I've been wanting to read this for a couple of years now, and I finally found it at Kmart and I read it. It's such a great little like romance. It's like a romance, but it's also quite sad. Basically, it's about a girl named Bree. She's been through some trauma and she lives in a city, and then she decides to get away and move to a small town to get away from all of her trauma and everything that's happened. And she moves to a small town and ends up meeting this boy, Archer. Archer has some communication issues, and he has also been through some trauma, so you kind of learn about both of their traumas and their love story, and it's just really, really sweet. It's a great spring summer read, I reckon. You also get it from Bree and Archer's point of view. There are a couple of chapters with Archer's point of view, which I really like. So yeah, I love this. And then the last book I have to share with you guys is this one here from Colleen Hoover. It's Too Late. This was the first book I read that actually got me back into reading. This is the first book I picked up after my very long hiatus from reading. And yeah, it was pretty good. This book is about a woman named Sloane, and she lives with a drug trafficker who is her partner. And she kind of wants to get out of the relationship, but is stuck in it for a reason. And then in comes another character called Carter, who is an undercover cop who has been sent in to try and bust Asa. So yeah, it's from the point of view of all three of them, which is really cool, which makes I feel like it's quite good because it changes up the perceptions a little bit. So yeah, Asa, Sloane, Asa, and Carter. And yeah, it's quite a good read. It's quite a fast read as well, so if you're looking for something just like, even if it's just a little palette cleanser for like a series you're reading, this is quite good. I think Colleen Hoover's books are quite good palette cleansers because they are easy and like fast paced. So yeah, but anyway, that is my little pile of books that I've read recently. I'm so excited to keep reading and reading some more. I'm actually going to go and read the third ACOTAR book now. I can't remember if I said, but I feel like everybody already knows ACOTAR's about like fairies and like, yeah, a fairy magical world. It's stunning. But yeah, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's a little bit different. I haven't really done a lot of book content on my channel before, but I'm just so passionate about it at the moment and wanted to talk about it. Also tell you guys where I've been. I've been in these universes. So yeah, I'm actually filming a vlog today as well, so that will be up shortly after this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe, and I'll see you all in my next one. Bye.